guys, welcome once again to Albert Mathematics. In this video we'll be looking at what differentiation of implicit function. Remember, this will be calculus part 10. So I entreat you, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and watch from calculus part 1 to this one so that you get full detailed understanding of calculus. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's proceed. So as I said earlier, we'll be looking at differentiation of implicit function. So we have some sample of questions here. If you are new to this channel, you might not understand. But if you are already a subscriber to this channel, as my previous videos, as I explained, you only see x squared, y, and other ones. And here you can see that we have x, y involving here, y involving here. So that's what makes it implicit function. So we have to differentiate this one. So I teach you to watch this video very well. Normally when you see them as y, that means they are multiplied by x times y. So definitely you have to treat it as a product. Alright, so shall we proceed? So we have two samples of questions here to solve. And what we have to do is to find dy over x. If x squared plus y squared equal to 0, and the x cubed plus y cubed equal to 3xy. So we have to find dy dx out of these ones. So first of all, let's take the first one, but before that, let's write our solution. Let's write our solution. And then we can now take our what? Our first one. Our first one, we have it as what? X squared plus y squared equal to 0. So we have to find dy over the x, so therefore we have to differentiate it. Differentiating this one will give you 2x. And this one will give you plus 2y dy over the x. So normally when it's y, you attach it to the dy over the x, and then equal to what? Is 0, as we have it already here. So since we are finding dy over the x, as you can see, we now have dy over the x, but it is multiplied by 2, so we have to make it the subject. So we can send this one across. Alright, so that will now be 2y dy over the x. Dy over the x. So before that, let me show you something here which most of the learners are always confused. That's what I just used, but I want to make you understand how it works. Normally, they will tell you that you send this one across. The fact of the matter is, we don't really send it across. We don't really send it across. But what do? You make sure that what happens here also happens here. Alright. So for example, if I have 2x plus 2y dy over the x equal to what? 0. So if I want to make 2y dy over the x the subject, I have to make sure that I remove this one here. And when I'm removing 2x here, I have to also remove 2x here. So this is how it goes. So when you have it this way and you want to make this one the subject by removing this one, so that means here I'll have 2x minus 2x plus 2y dy over the x should be equal to, you have to also make sure I remove 2x from it. So that is 0 minus 2x. Alright, so now you can see that 2x minus 2x will give you 0. And then 0 plus this will give you this. So that will be 2y dy over the x equal to 0 minus 2x will give you minus 2x. So as you can see, you've seen that if here you were to send across, you still have what? You have to send 2x across. And when you send it across, 0 minus 2x will give you minus 2x. So you still have this one equal to minus 2x. So that is how we've gotten it. So the fact of the matter is we don't really carry it across. You can't carry the number from the board across. But what do? You have to make sure what happens here also happens here. So that's a simple trick for you in maths. So as I told you earlier, I'm here to make you understand the simple trick, the details behind all those carry across the other things. Alright. So we now have it as 2y dy over the x equal to minus 2x. So when we want to find dy over the x, what do? Here we apply change of subject. And if you don't understand change of subject, I'll be uploading videos on that one very soon, so you can watch those ones to understand very well. So what do? We divide all by what? 2y here to 2y. So see that 2y here will cancel this 2y, leaving only dy over the x. So we now have our dy over the x to be equal to, we now have what? Minus 2x all over what? 2y. But here you can see that we have 2 here, we have 2 here, they can still go. So 2 cancel 2, now leaving it as what? dy over dx to be equal to, here it now be 2 cancel 2, leaving minus x over y. So therefore we find our dy over dx from the first question. Alright, so that's for the first one. So I'll treat you, if you're watching this video, you can pause it and try the second one. And try the second one as I solve it. So that when you are done with trying it, then you can now continue with the video and watch how it goes. So I have to play this one and solve the second one. Right. So as I said earlier, I am here to make you understand calculus. Calculus is very simple. But if you don't get someone to introduce it to you, you will find a lot of challenges. So I will make sure I take full details of calculus, then let you understand what we are doing or what is meant by what calculus. So let's take the second one. Now is x cubed plus y cubed equal to 3x y. So we have x cubed plus y cubed equal to 3xy. So we have to also differentiate this one. So differentiating this one, mostly this part always gets students confused. What I always tell my students is that factorize the 3 out. We also differentiate this one so that you can now use the 3 and open the bracket when you're done differentiating this one. So if I'm differentiating this one, will give you 3x squared plus differentiating will give you 3y squared dy over dx. And here we factorize our 3 out. Then we will have to differentiate x. When you're differentiating x, you hold y. So that's what x. Differentiating x will give you 1, and then y here multiply by 1 will give you what? Y. Plus here 2. Differentiating y, leaving x, that what? Differentiating y will give you 1, and that will be dy over the x multiply by 1. Then the x will cut in multiply by x. So that will be x dy over dx. So we have it as this. So we can now use our 3 and open the bracket. So we can now have as what? 3x squared plus 3y dy over dx equals to, use 3 multiply by this, same time multiply, so that will be 3y plus 3x dy over dx. So remember here we are being asked to find what? Dy over dx. So we have to make sure we group those with dy over dx, whilst we group those without the dy over dx other side. So here we can send this one here, also send this one here. So we can do it as 3x squared, then sending 3y minus 3y equal, you can also send this one here. So that what? 3x, which is already here, dy over dx, minus 3y dy over dx. So now here, what can we do here? Here we can factorize. 3 out, so that will be 3 out x squared minus y equal to, here 2. We can factorize 3 dy over dx, so that will be 3. That will be, we can factorize dy over dx out first, so that will be dy over dx is multiply by what? We have 3x here minus here to what? 3y. Alright, so now we have it at this. We can now divide both our 3x minus 3y. So let's continue from here. So that when you are dividing both sides, so dy over dx will now be equal to, dividing here by this. So definitely when you divide, it will cancel itself. And now it will now be 3 bracket x squared minus y. But remember here it was y squared. I forgot that was y squared. So y squared all over. Then we have what? 3x minus 3y. Also here We can also factorize 3 out, so we can still have as what dy over dx is equal to 3 out x squared minus y squared all over what? 3 out, we have x minus y. So now you can see that 3 here will cancel 3 here, leaving dy over dx is equal to, we can have it as x squared minus y squared all over what? X minus y. So when we have it as this, so this are what? Dy over dx. So far this the second example under differentiation of what? Implicit function. So I entreat you, if you are new, watch my videos very well so you get full detailed understanding of calculus. Thank you very much, and once again you are welcome to Albert Mathematics. See you in my next